There's no travel experience in all the world to compare with the thrill of flying over the Andes in a Braniff International Airways DC-6, better known as the El Conquistador, which flies from the United States to Brazil in less than 21 hours of flying time. Aside from awe-inspiring views from the air while en route to Brazil, there are stopover privileges at Havana, Panama, Guayaquil, and Lima. After leaving Lima, we approached the famous Peruvian volcano known as El Misti. And as we draw nearer to it, we are able to look down into its crater, which has been extinct for about 113 years. Our pilot very obligingly circles a plane around El Misti, so we may see it from all angles. As a matter of fact, one of the many advantages of flying over the route of the El Conquistador is the friendly cooperation which the passengers receive from the entire crew. All points of scenic interest are brought to the passengers' attention, and no effort is spared in providing for their maximum comfort, while the best of food is served with the best of service. Flying over Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable body of water in the world. It is situated between Bolivia and Peru, and it is the pride of both countries. The islands of Lake Titicaca are the birthplace of Inca myth and legend, and popular tradition indicates the island of the sun was the earliest home of Manco Capac, born of the sun god and founder of the Inca race. All along the route, we are consoled by the powerful, unfailing engines of our plane, which twirl their shining propellers through the vast celestial spaces around us. There is something about this flying in the clouds high above the earth that inspires us with a sense of superiority and tunes us in with the infinite, a grand and privileged feeling of moving forward with the times. Incidentally, at no time are we more than about 30 minutes from a friendly airport. After our arrival at Sao Paulo, we enjoy a few hours of sightseeing in Brazil's second largest city, which is situated on a plateau some 2,700 feet above sea level and 35 miles inland from the Atlantic. The wide boulevards that approach the city are one of Sao Paulo's outstanding advantages, and they symbolize the thinking of the city fathers, who are determined to make their metropolis the most modern and progressive in South America. The real foundation of the city was coffee, Sao Paulo state producing more than half the total of the entire Brazilian crop. Exclusive of Brazilians, the population includes about 100,000 Italians, 90,000 Portuguese, 40,000 Spanish, and more than 30,000 Germans, in addition to Lithuanians, Japanese, British, North Americans, and others. Beyond this business and shopping hub of the city extends a mosaic of rooftops and park areas, the uniformity of which is broken by tall apartment houses, some so recently completed that tenants have not yet moved in. Sao Paulo claims to be the fastest growing city in the world. With its estimated population of well over 2 million inhabitants, it is fast overtaking its rival city of Rio de Janeiro. It is the commercial center of Brazil, also the largest manufacturing city on the continent, with over 1,500 factories. The city's growth is said to average approximately 2 buildings an hour for every 8-hour working day throughout the year. But all is not work in Sao Paulo. There are many diversions, not the least of which is horse racing. And the track in the suburbs of the city is the most popular rendezvous for the followers of the sport of kings. From Sao Paulo, we fly westward over the Paraná River, en route to the famous Iguatsu Falls. The Paraná River is called Mother of the Sea by the Indians. It drains a vast area in southern Brazil and is about 1,600 miles long from its extreme source to its junction with the Paraguay. After a thrilling flight over the Paraná, we arrive at our destination and behold one of Mother Nature's grandest spectacles, the Falls of Iguatsu. Iguatsu River, which is an offshoot of the Paraná, forms part of the boundary between Brazil and Argentina, and both countries have resort hotels near the falls. There are several vantage points from which to view the majestic 70 or more cascades as they come tumbling from the brink onto projecting ledges in a succession of 2 or more leaps. Many of these cascades have their own distinctive names. The Two Sisters are the most famous on the Argentine side, and the Bossetti is noted for being the most turbulent and picturesque. And here, where Mother Nature has created one of her grandest spectacles, we conclude our photographic impressions of a flight over the Andes to Brazil. And for those who would fly over the Andes to visit Brazil and other interesting countries of Latin America, we recommend a flight on the El Conquistador of Braniff International Airways. Nothing finer between the Americas.